diesel heater. First fire up with a bad signal, so I don't know if this is even gonna stream or not. What we're waiting on is the fuel pump to start. Running on a car battery. Things got a little bit smushed up during transport, but we can fix that. There's the exhaust pipe. Fresh air. But we don't hear a fuel pump yet. That's what we're waiting on. Fuel pump. It's not pumping. I wonder if it's plugged in all the way. I can hear it pumping. Got a little bit of diesel in the tank there. See a little bit of diesel going through the hose there. I don't have a digital thermometer, so we can't see how hot it gets when it starts, if it starts. Got a handy dandy remote. When it starts the fire, we should get a little exhaust out of here. Excuse all the trash. I'm outside in this shithole area. Blowing cold. Fuel pump's picking up. I have one of these in the shop without the metal case that will cook you out of there in just a small amount of time. And the mosquitoes are starting up already. Come on, you can do it. Sticking the diesel into the diesel heater part now. Oh. We have ignition. We have exhaust. Diesel's burning. And she's petering out because it's still got air in the line. That's okay. We'll do it a second time. But she's smoking. She's smoking. I'm gonna shut it off. We're gonna turn it back on. Start the process again until we get all the air out of the system. On again. Waiting for the fuel pump. Battery shows good. We have Wi-Fi for the remote. We're just waiting on the fuel pump. We have fuel pump. We have exhaust starting. These are diesel air heaters. Parking heater for semis and stuff. This one came with a metal case. It's got a carry handle. Portable. I heat my shop with one of these. Without the case on it, I have it wall mounted. It'll put out 250 degrees or more air. Puts out enough air that I was trying to put a hose on that one the other day right after I started it, and it burned me. I had to let go. So there's hosing, there's vents that attach if you want. But this one was like 88 bucks on eBay. It's basically a small diesel engine that pumps out some pretty good freaking hot air. We're accelerating. It's already blowing heat out. As it takes off, the fan will spin up higher and higher. Basically a portable diesel furnace. We put a little bit of fuel in there for now for testing. Oh, she's taking off. Oh, maybe something better. She's cooking. She's cooking already. Holy moly. Well, is that a lot more heat than a propane furnace? Portable unit, powered off car battery. It's good for power outages. I ran the one in the shop a couple weeks ago. 9 hours off about, I don't know, less than a quarter of a gallon of diesel. It just takes a little sip when it needs it. She's blowing freaking hot. Just gotta pipe the exhaust outside somewhere though. That's the one in the shop. Got the exhaust piped outside. Fresh air intake. This one came with a little silencer muffler. It just jammed through the wall right now. I gotta fill all this in, of course. Got the wind turbine up there, which keeps all the batteries powered. I've got to move the solar down to here for all the batteries. I've got solar panels up there, but they're in the shade. They're getting moved. There's too much wire. But holy moly, it's cooking. When we turn it down, adjust the thermostat. This is 8,000 kilowatts of heat. So we adjust the thermostat down. That's too hot on my arm. And she'll calm down. And as it gets cold, it'll kick back up just like a normal house furnace. More and more people throwing these in their RVs and their campers and their shops. Now she's chilling out, calming down. And if we shut it off completely, it will burn itself out inside to try to keep it clean. And the fan should kick up and it'll blow a little good and hard till it cools itself down. Wow, it's freaking hot out here now. But let's see. I don't know. I need a little flag or something. It blows pretty good and hard. You can back up about 15-20 foot away and feel the blast off it. Now she's purging the last of the diesel out. Blowing lots of hot air. I'll have to get some kind of thermometer. I don't know. It's hot enough that I couldn't hold my hand right up at the hole for long. Now she's done burning, and it'll blow till it cools down. And again, it's it's 12 volt. So off grid, solar, battery, emergency, yada yada. And by my measurements on the other one, diesel is a lot cheaper to get. You know, I can get a gallon of diesel, and that'll run longer than a 5-gallon bottle of propane will for the same period of time. Or yeah. Alright, it's cooling down more and more, and it'll continue to blow until it's cool, and then it'll shut off completely. Haven't quite figured out the Chinese control panel yet. You can set the clock, you can set all this stuff on it, but on the one that's not in the case, you can mount like 10 feet away. It's got a lot of wiring with it. Of course, handy dandy remote control. Yeah, sorry I failed the camera the wrong way. This was an unplanned situation. I just wanted to try it out, and there we go. Pulls cold air from the room in that side. And that's your air filter for your combustion chamber. Of course, our exhaust, which they hook onto the bottom. And then the fresh air comes in the back, gets superheated, blows out the front. Let's see here a second. We also have if you need to direct the air more, we've got a hose that extends quite a ways out. We have a vent that's, you can turn it and adjust it to where you want the air to blow. Da 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 da. Come with, your hose clamps, spare bolts, this and that. But this is an emergency one for indoors. I got for the winter. When we have a power outage, pellet stove doesn't work. It gets pretty cold. So I'm looking for cheap alternatives to, keep a kid warm in the wintertime. So just piling up in blankets and waiting for the power to come on. Got the solar panels I've had for several years. That takes care of 12 volt lighting, battery charging. Of course, wind generator is 12 volt. I'm trying to build another one with a motor from a free treadmill, which is, So you get these motors out of these treadmills, and that's spinning it by hand, and it's putting out DC voltage. Right? So we get that spinning, we have 12 volts. And that thing is cool to the touch now, and it is shut itself down after 14 minutes. Alrighty. This is probably a real choppy video with bad bandwidth because I'm out back, but there we go.